of course, we cannot get this message out unless you're here and you're able to broadcast this, and we don't take it for granted that you're here and the compassion that you have shown these families during this heinous crime that we've experienced here in Jacksonville, Florida. Today is a sad day in Jacksonville as the family of Jasmine Shelton says goodbye to this precious young girl at her funeral this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Our entire community mourns with this family, and also the family of Megan Simmons, who will be laid to rest next week. The two girls, Jasmine, 13, and Megan, 14, were sleeping last Saturday morning when unknown criminals riddled the house with a barrage of bullets that took both their lives. They had laughed together. They had played together. They were best friends. And that was good. Now they're being buried together. And this is not acceptable. Their grandparents with us here today were raising both of these children. Last night at the funeral home, during the viewing of Jasmine, the two grandmothers realized they were childhood neighbors and childhood friends who grew up together. Neither of them knew that their best friend had lost another best friend. They were reacquainted last night for the first time in years. How sad their reunion had to occur at such a time and such a place. Today, the Justice Coalition and the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, on behalf of these families, are posting a $5,000 reward for the arrest and the conviction of the person or persons responsible for the commission of these heinous crimes. You see, you have the answers. We don't. You see, you have the answers. The Sheriff's Office doesn't. We're asking you to bring that information to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office so that these families can have some answers that they need, even today. These grieving families have been unable to eat. They've been unable to sleep. Finding the murderers won't bring closure, and it won't make everything all right, and it surely won't bring these precious children back, but it will bring answers. Knowing the perpetrators have been arrested and knowing that justice is on its way. And today, we're seeking justice. And working on this day and night has been the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. And at this time, I would like to recognize those that are with us here. And Sheriff Rob, scoot over if you'd like to recognize your guys, and then recognize the chief who will be speaking.
Today we have Assistant Chief Chris Butler, Sergeant Jay Farhat, Detective Kevin Deller, and Detective Donnie Slayton. They're the team that's leading this investigation.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming this morning. Continue to keep this story in the forefront of all the news stories that are going on. In addition to the reward that's being offered from the Justice Coalition, Crime Stoppers also is offering a reward in the amount of $4,000 for the arrest of the individual or individuals responsible for this. As you know, I believe last month there was a press conference from Crime Stoppers letting you know that it was up to $3,000. In addition to that $3,000, a member of the board actually contributed another $1,000, bringing the total to $4,000. In addition to that, we've also got the gun bounty that the individual who brings this information forward is eligible for as well, and that's $1,000. So total price, total reward money is up to $10,000. We know somebody out there has information that will help us solve this crime, to help us continue our effort to investigate this crime and bring those individuals that are responsible for this to the forefront. This is for two teenage girls that were murdered inside a trailer, and we need to bring the killers to justice. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Butler. At this time, we're going to hear from the family of Megan Simmons. Nita Simmons is Megan's sister, and we'd ask her to come forward.
I'm speaking on behalf of my family. I'm the aunt of Megan Renee Simmons. I'm turning to the community to bring justice to whoever killed my niece and Jasmine Shelton. In the beginning, we chose to not speak to the media because our only focus was on our doodlebug Megan. She was a fighter. She fought till she couldn't fight anymore. God had greater plans for her. Now my family's focus is to get justice for these two girls. And if anyone has any information, I beg you to please come forward. On the left is my mother, which was her grandmother. And to my right is my sister, which is her mother. And we ask you as a family to please come forward. Thank you. Also, our great-grandmother, which is Megan, is Tommy Bell. She is not able to be here with us today. Just please work hard to get some information so my niece can rest in Jasmine. Megan was my daughter. I am begging, if anybody knows anything, please come forward. I need to know who done this to my child. She's all I had.
Just asking, please, somebody to come forward. Somebody knows something about these kids. We just need answers. Please come forward.
Two innocent children. They did nothing to deserve what happened to them. Enough is enough. Is it not Jacksonville? Is it not time for someone to come forward before we hear from the grandmother of little Jasmine that's going to be laid to rest this afternoon? We beg you, we plead with you. Somebody's got this information, and it's up to you to do the right thing. Nobody's there to twist your arm. Nobody's there to put a gun to your head. It's up to you with the information that you know, that you could call these men this afternoon, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, these detectives. You can be anonymous. You can call Crime Stoppers. It's not about the money. It's about trying to find justice for these children. They were innocent. At this time, we're going to hear from little Jasmine's grandmother. And her grandfather is here with her today, and an uncle. This is Miss Brenda and Archie Starlin, and also your Uncle Mike Miller.
Hello, I'm Brenda Starling. I'm Jasmine's grandmother. Today she will be buried. And all I am asking is someone, please help us find these criminals. These children did not deserve to die this way. They deserve life. They had so much ahead of them. Please, please go forward. Please, if anybody knows anything, please come forward and tell. Please, for the children.
we're just asking that if anybody in the community there knows anything about this, whether it be a car, a tag number, identification, anybody that knows anything, just please come forward. You can be anonymous. Just open your mouth, talk to us, and let us know what's going on. These two girls did not deserve to die this way, and nobody should have to live with this kind of regret or anything. We beg of you, please come forward. There's so much out there that we need to know. We need to know what's going on, and we just have to find out. The detectives are waiting on whoever the call, whatever call that they need to have it now. We need to find these people. We need to put them behind or get justice for Jasmine and Megan. They need to be off the streets. This was a heinous crime, and it should have never happened, no matter what. Thank you.
We're glad to have the Mad Dad's representative with us here today. Thank you very much. At this time, we entertain questions. If you have questions for Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and anything that they might be able to answer.
Anybody have any questions?
Chief, is there anything new today? Any new leads we can get out to the public to try to spark some tips?
No, not at this time. We're still looking at all angles. We have been getting some of the community to call in and give us some information. We're just asking for more information to come forward. Somebody out there knows what happened. Somebody out there is talking. These are two young teenage girls that aren't going to get married, that aren't going to go to college, aren't going to have successful and productive lives. And somebody out there knows what happened, and we need that information from them, so thank you.
And Vic Michelucci with Channel 4 one more time. The person, if they were to turn somebody in, would be eligible for $10,000 potentially grand total if you add together Justice Coalition, Crime Stoppers, and Gun Bounty, correct?
That's correct. I believe Justice Coalition, it's $5,000 for the arrest and conviction. For Crime Stoppers, it's up to $4,000. And I explained, I guess, the personal contribution was made from one of the board members, because it's usually up to $3,000. In addition to that, there's also another $1,000 eligible if we recover the gun from the gun bounty program.
Anything else? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.